One guy I wanted to touch on also was Kerry Carpenter, who returned over these last couple games. He started out like 8 for 11. I think he had 3 hits. I think his first like 2 out of 3 games, he had 3 hits in those games. Had another hit tonight. I mean, how much does it mean to get him back? And also, you had Matt Vierling back as well, who had 2 hits for the Tigers. How big is that? And Kerry Carpenter, it looks like he's going to be the cleanup hitter for the Tigers moving forward.
I mean, it's certainly nice to have a guy with some pop in the lineup, and he's been hitting well. He had that nice throw the other day. He also had a bobble that wasn't great, but yeah, any bat you can get right now. I mean, we talked about it over and over again. This is a terrible offense overall in terms of just the way they produce with runners in scoring position, all that. So anybody with a pulse really helps, and Gary Carpenter seems to. I mean, we still don't quite know what he is as a big leaguer, right? Like he hasn't had a ton of experience, but he's performed every time he plays, basically. Like he's had some slow stretches at times, but overall, he's been a well above average offensive contributor. I think I haven't looked at his career WRC plus, but last I checked, I thought it was like 120. So yeah, it's nice to have that back, and I need somebody to talk to him about what led him to start wearing those do rags or bandanas or whatever he's doing under his helmet.
Well, whatever works for him, I'm very interested in his approach because sometimes he looks like he's just trying to steer things to the opposite field, and he's kind of spraying it over there, and then suddenly, boom, he'll turn on one. And I would love to know what his mindset is on how he makes that decision mentally, what pitch he's looking for to turn on versus the ones he serves to the opposite field. But I like his approach. I've always thought his swing looks a little stiff, but it's effective. It really is. And hopefully he continues on this path.
Yes.
Well, we know that Carpenter's hitting coach, his personal hitting coach, is on Twitter. He's an irascible sort. He's not the most pleasant gentleman. He's also Aaron Judge's hitting coach.
Okay.
And so he points to these two. He's had some success there. There are also like 8 other guys who have struggled like crazy. No. He's coached. So, I mean, I think it's important to remember that there's no one-size-fits-all approach to hitting. But whatever Carpenter's doing, it's certainly seems to be working. This is a guy who was an afterthought at best a couple of years ago. And here he is like, hey, probably should be hitting 3rd or 4th for the Tigers. So it's cool.